There are moments in life when silence weighs heavier than sound, when the atmosphere around you seems still, but your spirit feels disturbed. You may not know why, but there's a subtle stirring, a quiet unease that whispers warnings in the background of your thoughts. That sense isn't to be ignored. It is my voice gently nudging you. I've been trying to reach you, not through fear, but through awareness. The world is noisy, and sometimes you get swept away in the rush of responsibilities, missing the quiet invitation I offer daily. In that stillness, I call your name, hoping you'll recognize that something deeper is being spoken. There has been a shift around you recently, a subtle redirection in your atmosphere. It may seem like just another day, another decision, but I see the strings being pulled in the spirit, both light and dark. Forces gather, not just in response to your current situation, but in anticipation of your next step. You are walking close to a moment of great significance, a fork in your path that holds both risk and redemption. What may appear ordinary on the surface is anything but. This is not meant to alarm you, but to awaken you to the greater layers unfolding beyond the visible. In your prayers, you've asked me for breakthroughs, for protection, for clarity, and I have heard them all. But clarity often begins in disruption. Protection sometimes starts with caution. You don't always recognize my hand because you expect it to arrive with thunder and fire. But more often, I arrive in the tension before the choice, the restlessness before the action. Right now, I'm drawing a line between what is safe and what is dangerous, and I'm asking you to see it, not with natural eyes, but with your spiritual discernment. You are at a spiritual intersection, and one wrong turn, taken not in rebellion, but simply in distraction, can bring pain I never wanted for you. There are people around you whose intentions are hidden. Some of them may not even know the role they're playing in the enemy's tactics, but I see it. I see the conversations, the alignments, the decisions, the distractions. I see the appointments that seem harmless but are cloaked in delay and deception. I see how your desire to be kind and available could lead you into places where your soul grows weary and your clarity dims. This is why I'm urging you now to listen closely. This warning is not about withdrawing in fear, but about walking in wisdom. There is a better way than rushing ahead to fix, to please, or to impress. I'm calling you to pause, to evaluate your movements, to question your routines. You've been moving quickly, driven by both urgency and anxiety, and that speed has created space between us. I need you to return to the rhythm I've designed for your life, a pace that allows you exposed. You've felt the tension lately, the sense that something is about to shift. That feeling is not imagined. It is real, and it is holy. I placed it in you. It's not a warning meant to bind you, but to prepare you. I'm positioning you to avoid what you cannot yet see. If you will slow down, you'll hear the next steps clearly. If you'll pause, you'll see what I've hidden for your protection. You won't miss it if you stay close. Your obedience, even in the small things, creates a divine shelter around you that no scheme of the enemy can penetrate. I am asking you not just to wait, but to wait with intention. Waiting with me is not passive, it's powerful. It shifts things in the spirit. It calls angels into motion. It stops the plans of darkness in their tracks. Some accidents are not physical collisions, but spiritual collapses, moments when the soul loses its footing. I want to keep you from that collapse. I want to hold you steady when the winds begin to blow. And I will, if you allow me to interrupt your momentum and redirect your gaze. There are new instructions coming, but they won't be delivered through the noise. They are found in the quiet obedience, in the surrender that says, "Lord, I'll wait until you say go." I know you're strong, but this isn't about strength. It's about alignment. Your strength must submit to my timing. I've seen how you carry others, how you take responsibility, how you push through for the sake of duty. But now I want you to carry nothing until I place it in your hands. I want you to walk nowhere unless I mark the path with peace. This is not just about safety, it's about purpose. I'm trying to redirect you toward a destiny that fulfills more than you ever asked for. You've been praying for favor and expansion, and I want to give you both, but not at the cost of your soul's rest. What's coming next will require a heart anchored in trust, not in striving. You can't afford to miss this moment by clinging to something that feels familiar but is no longer fruitful. Let me prune what needs pruning. Let me guard what needs guarding. My child, you are not alone in this moment, though it may feel like your strength is wearing thin and your questions are multiplying. I am closer than the air in your lungs, and I am watching every detail unfold. You've survived things that were meant to break you, and that is not by chance. It's because I stood between you and destruction, even when you didn't see it. Right now, I'm doing it again, emotionally drained. This inconsistency isn't random. It's a result of spiritual interference. The enemy has been watching your patterns and planting subtle disruptions in your routines to destabilize your mind and exhaust your soul. But I have stepped in. That discontent you feel when you try to move forward without clarity is my mercy, not your failure. It is me placing friction in your path so you pause before entering something that was never part of your promise. You have been asking for answers, but I'm not sending words. I'm sending warnings. Because some doors, though wide open, are traps dressed as opportunities. Some voices, though sweet, are distractions that would derail your growth. I'm not asking you to doubt people, but to discern deeply. Let my spirit teach you to see past smiles and beyond circumstances. I am the God who sees beyond the curtain of time, and I am asking you to trust what I reveal, even when it contradicts what you hoped for. A step if you, a place. I'm on the conversation. Save you, is, and anywhere. This is what you, is the stirming. In people of process, I can sit this is what your bud says blaze down fall on your. Because I've given you the power of choice, and if you walk willingly into what I'm protecting you from, you limit what I can do in that moment. That's why I'm urging you to surrender your pace, your plan, and even your pride. There's nothing to prove to anyone. This is a season of protection, not performance. Sometimes the enemy can't destroy you, so he tries to delay you. He places time wasters, emotional dead ends, and spiritual counterfeits on your journey, so you'll settle for what looks like progress but leads to nowhere. But I'm not just preserving your steps, I'm redeeming your timeline. Every day you surrender to my voice, I'm restoring lost time, wasted energy, and stolen focus. This is more than survival. It's about restoration. I'm rebuilding your discernment, resetting your rhythms, and restoring your purpose to alignment with heaven's calendar. Your safety is not rooted in physical escape, but in spiritual obedience. I don't need to remove you from every threat. I only need you to stay in my presence, and the threat will lose its power. You are not a victim of chance or circumstances. You are a chosen one, marked for divine destiny, and I will not let that destiny be hijacked by impatience or confusion. I am your covering, your compass, and your clarity. Keep seeking me, not just in crisis, but in consistency. Silently, if you believe in giving, know others. They will wonder how you escaped, how you avoided that fallout, how you made it through untouched. They won't know it was because you listened, because you trusted, because you didn't follow your feelings, you followed my voice. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. Everything I am doing in this moment is to realign you for acceleration. But you cannot accelerate while carrying weights I never gave you. Let go of the burden to figure it all out. Let go of the fear of missing out. Let go of the lie that says you need to move now or miss your window. I hold all windows. I open what no one can shut, and what's truly yours will never require you to sacrifice your peace or compromise your values. This is not a delay. It's a divine pause, a sacred moment of recalibration. Breathe deeply. Rest completely, because soon I will tell you to move, and when I do, no power in hell will be able to stop what I set in motion for you. Until then, stay hidden under the shadow of my wings. Let me do the fighting. Let me do the warning. Let me do the guiding. Your job is to stay yielded, stay humble, and stay watchful. I am with you. I am speaking. I am saving you, even now. Join membership to stand for God. Be part of this faith family. There is a time in every believer's life when silence begins to feel heavy, when prayers seem to linger in the air, unanswered, and signs feel distant. But my beloved child, I need you to understand this. Silence is not absence. Delay is not denial, and stillness is not abandonment. I am working in realms unseen, arranging protection that cannot be measured in human timing. Just because I haven't revealed everything to you doesn't mean I've forgotten you. Quite the opposite. I am so deeply involved in your future that I'm shielding you from what would have distracted or destroyed you too soon. The danger was real. The plan of darkness against your peace was carefully laid. But I interrupted it. You didn't see the crash because I stopped it before it reached the road. You didn't hear the insult because I redirected the conversation. You didn't feel the betrayal because I removed the person before their intentions matured. You call it coincidence. I call it covering. While others were planning harm, I was placing a hedge around you. Every closed door, every canceled trip, every delay that confused you, those were divine blocks. I placed them because I saw what you didn't. You've been protected from more than you'll ever know, and that's why I'm reminding you now, and your spirit to be strong. Subscribe if you believe in miracles. This isn't just about surviving a single danger. It's about awakening to a higher awareness of my voice. I've been speaking to you through intuition, through quiet unrest, through strange delays. That hesitation you felt before agreeing to something wasn't just nerves. It was my spirit nudging you. That peace you couldn't find even after saying yes. That was my signal to reconsider. I don't always yell from the clouds. Sometimes I whisper in the small pauses of your day. And if you learn to recognize my voice in the quiet, you'll never miss my direction in the storm. Your spiritual safety begins with obedience. Not perfection, obedience. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to follow my lead. Some of the greatest deliverances will come not from dramatic miracles, but from small yeses. The yes to cancel a meeting. The yes to avoid a conversation. The yes to change a route. These decisions seem simple, but they are sacred, because they open the space for me to redirect your steps. And when you allow me to reroute you, you're also allowing me to rewire your destiny for good. There is a dangerous pattern I am breaking over your life, the pattern of emotional impulses. You've made decisions from pressure before. You've committed from fear of losing people. You've stayed in places just because of obligation. But now, I am setting you free. No more decisions made from survival. No more yeses formed in confusion. You will move forward with clarity, not chaos, with peace, not panic, and with confidence, not compromise. The peace that comes next will be your confirmation that you're in alignment with me. Send a super thanks if you believe in giving. No one's sending. Be the first today. I am also sending fresh wisdom into your life through unexpected sources. Listen closely, because your confirmation may come from a stranger, a child, or even something as simple as a verse you've read before. When I want to reach you, I will use anything and anyone. Stay alert, not paranoid, just prayerful. I will highlight what matters and dim what's deceptive. I'm training your spiritual senses, not just so you can avoid danger, but so you can recognize divine timing and walk fully in it. This next season of your life isn't just about protection. It's about positioning. I am aligning you with purpose in ways you didn't expect. That quiet season, it was preparation. That painful detour, it was direction. That uncomfortable pause, it was precision. Nothing has been wasted. I've stored every tear and counted every restless night, walking close to me. The enemy may try again, but it will not succeed. Your shield is not your strength, it's your surrender. Stay under my shadow, keep my word in your mouth, and remember that every time you choose obedience, you invite more of my covering. I will never stop guarding you, but I need your agreement to keep you aligned with my will. Join membership to stand for God. Be part of this faith family. There is a sacred truth you must hold on to now more than ever. The enemy only attacks what he fears. If you feel like your life has been under constant pressure, if you've been surrounded by situations that feel too heavy for your shoulders, take heart. It is because heaven has marked you, and hell is terrified of what you're about to walk into. You're not being crushed, you're being carved. You're not being buried, you're being planted. And the very soil that tried to suffocate you will soon testify of your growth. The battle has never been about your past. It's always been about your future. You've survived what others couldn't. Endured seasons of confusion, silence, and delay that tried to convince you to give up. But listen, child, the fact that you're still here is not a coincidence. It's a calling. Your breath is proof that God's plan is still in motion. Every tear you cried was caught. Every sleepless night was counted. Every sigh that escaped your lips was heard by the Father. Nothing was missed. Nothing was wasted. And now the time of divine compensation is near. What was meant to break you is going to bless you. This is a shift, a turning point, the beginning of divine reversal. What once felt like loss is going to become leverage. What seemed like betrayal is going to build you. I'm not only restoring what was stolen, I'm multiplying it. The enemy touched the wrong life because I've anointed you for recovery and reward. You didn't give up when you could have. You didn't walk away when the storm got louder. And now, I'm opening a door that no man can shut. What's coming is not just a blessing. It's proof that heaven keeps receipts. Subscribe if you believe in miracles. There are angels stationed around you right now, not just to protect, but to deliver. You've been surrounded by delays, but now you'll be surrounded by divine speed. The waiting room is turning into a birthing room. What was on hold is being released. What was locked is being opened. You are stepping into a time where prayers that were buried in years of silence are rising to the surface with supernatural answers. This is the fulfillment of long-forgotten petitions. God is about to surprise you with something that exceeds your imagination. And as you receive it, don't forget where it came from. It wasn't your effort alone. It wasn't the timing of the world. It was grace, pure, undeserved, your endurance. Every second you chose to worship through the weeping. Every moment you lifted your head when it was easier to bow down in defeat. That counted. That moved God. And that's why the release is coming now. There will be people who won't understand how you made it. Let them wonder. You don't owe anyone an explanation for grace. God's favor on your life is not up for debate. It's your inheritance. When the hand of the Lord is upon you, doors will open that qualifications can't explain. Rooms will receive you that your background never prepared you for. This is divine favor. And while others may question it, your responsibility is to steward it. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. Stand in the victory with humility and clarity. In this next chapter, your voice matters more than ever. What you speak will carry power. Speak life. Speak truth. Speak healing. Be careful with your declarations because heaven is responding to your words. Don't declare fear, declare faith. Don't repeat the lies of the enemy, repeat the promises of God. Your mouth is an instrument of breakthrough. Use it with authority. Use it with wisdom. Use it with worship. When you open your mouth in praise, you confuse the enemy and activate angelic armies around you. Child, this is more than a breakthrough. It's a commissioning. You are being sent. You are being appointed. You are not just being delivered for your own peace. You are being elevated for kingdom purpose. There are lives attached to your obedience. Souls that will be awakened because of your testimony. Miracles that will unfold because you decided to believe. This season will require more of you, not in striving, but in surrender. Trust deeper. Love wider. Pray louder. The same hand that protected you is now propelling you forward. And remember this, you are not walking into the unknown alone. I am with you, Emmanuel, God with you. My spirit is ahead of you, making crooked places straight. My angels are beside you, guarding your every step. My mercy is behind you, catching every mistake. You are completely covered, eternally chosen, and purposefully placed. Go forward boldly, for what I am about to do through you will make generations sing my name in thanksgiving.